Federal agents are marching through the streets using war tactics, including tear gas on protesters. Not supposed to be doing this, by the way. Last night, and I just want you to look at these pictures. I'm going to ask my control room to have those pictures of those agents up for a lot of this time so that you just understand what they're wearing and the weaponry that they are using against Americans who are protesting. Last night, a group of moms known as the Wall of Moms, these women in yellow shirts, wearing helmets and goggles, along with a group of fathers, arrived to cheers, and then they linked arms to protect the protesters. But that didn't stop the federal agents from using tear gas to disperse them overnight. Tear gas. Joining me now is Bev Barnum. She organized that Wall of Moms. She was among those who were tear gassed last night in Portland. Bev, thank you for being with us. This is the finest tradition of civil disobedience and the protective instincts that we all look to our mothers for. You people have brought them together and said, you will show the federal government that you have the right and the ability to engage in civil disobedience, but you will protect those protesters from the force of the federal government. It is remarkable. How did you come up with this?
It was that viral video that you just showed. The federal officers taking that protester into that unmarked van. I found it odd, and I needed to learn more, and so I did. I researched, and I realized federal officers were using violent, very violent methods on protesters. So I got involved.
You got tear gassed. I got tear gassed a few times in the last month or so, 2 months, in some of these protests. It is not fun, and it is the kind of thing that is meant to disperse people when there are no other peaceful methods of doing so. Was that necessary, and what happened?
It was frightening. I want to tell you that I handled it like a champ, and I stood my ground, but I did not. I was vomiting. I couldn't see. I lost control of my bodily fluids, and I was screaming because I didn't know what to do, and I could hear people scream, run, but I couldn't see. And so someone grabbed me by the arm and pulled me, and I ran. And I don't remember who helped me, but someone poured baking soda water on my eyes, and then I could see, and I ran to the car and got out of there.
Yeah, I'm glad you described it, because for people who see these images but don't know what it's like to get hit by tear gas, it is disorienting. It is frightening. Somebody had an interesting idea. We use masks when we're in those situations because sometimes we anticipate them. Somebody brought a leaf blower, which I smiled at. I thought that's awfully creative, a leaf blower to blow the gas away.
Yes, those are the dads. The dads joined us, if I'm not mistaken, 2 nights ago, and yeah, it helps so much. It really does. And it allows us to hold our ground just a little bit longer. Unfortunately, though, once you have that tear gas, I feel that they deploy that so that then the cameras can't see what's really happening. And then they unlawfully arrest moms. 4 of my moms were arrested. And in fact, one of them was arraigned.